pledge of allegiance, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excellent. Agenda's there, and if anybody wants to address the board, there's a sign-in sheet up there. Clerk, please call the roll.
Here? Here.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. You say here?
Oh, right here. Static.
Here.
I have a motion to approve the Board of Trustees minutes of August 18th.
Some of
Second?
Any additions or corrections?
one, page one. Oh, the very first paragraph. For the corrections, to the last minute's corrections are devoted to. It says trustee Svatic made a minor correction. I don't think having one person attending a meeting, when actually there were 5 attending, and you named them, is a minor correction, especially today's legality.
It's grammatical.
It wasn't a grammatical error.
Trustee Spotted made a change. There were 5 other people, a correction to the minutes, there were 5 other people at the meeting.
It said I, and it was a we with names. Makes,
You want the names in there, Bill?
the names were added in the correction, so in the original I just said we.
Okay. Anything else?
I did.
Elizabeth?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize Bill was still talking because I didn't hear him.
You always interrupt me. It's okay.
It's a little hard to hear down over at this side.
Yes.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Carol?
Well, I have something. In the, where it says,
Page?
I'm sorry, page 2, where it says engineer's report. I think in the future, I'd prefer a summary of the report in the minutes, because then when people go back to the minutes, all they'll see is that there was a report, but they don't get to know what it was. And I'm sure it was a lovely report, and people would be very sad if they missed it.
I think. Do you have a copy of it, Nancy?
I was promised that Chief Dana was going to do a dramatic reading of that report.
He tried. He tried, and he was thwarted.
Yeah, the tomatoes were too many.
On page 5, under new business, the larger paragraph, 6th line up, it should be they instead of them. And on page 6, in the middle, where it says, let's see, 3rd paragraph down, 2nd sentence, Trustee Chamberlain thanked the planning committee for all their work. If you could add, which serves to cut costs. And then one more. On page 7, first full paragraph, just a little more than halfway down, there's a typo it says trustee Garditor, it should be trustee Graditor.
Missed that one.
She changed her name.
8th line up. That's all.
Anybody else?
I have one change. I have to first say that I wasn't here, but on page 6, with the bullet point toward the bottom of the page saying ordinance prohibiting, 3/4 of the way down, there's a sentence that says, Mr. Hubbard mentioned that under the statute, video gaming, blah, blah, blah. I think that should be statute.
Needs to be what?
The word
Statute.
Should be statute.
should be statute.
Needs to be
Anybody else? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the minutes as amended?
Aye.
Any opposed? Exception?
Abstention.
One exception. Before we go any further, I just want to make two announcements. One's on the agenda, which I'll bring up, that Don Falls is here. And he's not on the agenda, but he wants to make an announcement. And I'd like to do that, so stay for the rest if you want, so we can leave if you like. Don.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Very simply, you've been participating very diligently in the CCI program for the past several years, and I had some additional plaques drawn up for you because you are progressing through the stages, and this is for reaching stage 4 and completing stage 4. And so I'm able to get up here now. Prior to this, we found out that because of budgetary issue, the governor has asked that we disband our unit that works with local government and does CCI. So effective October 1st, I'm moving on to a new job and will not be out in the field pretty much at all. But the one thing I am promising you and I'm telling you, whether they agree with me or not about this, if you have questions, please call. While the CCI program will not be around, staff will be. We'll be doing other duties, and the whole purpose of the program were to give communities an opportunity to be able to link with someone in Springfield to get information, to get contact, and get projects moving. So I'm still going to be there. I'm still going to do that type of service for you, so feel free to give me a call when you have a question. I will find answers and will get you to who you need to be. I have done it when I work for local governments, and I know how hard it is when you have to dial that main switchboard number and ask a question and find out that the switchboard person doesn't know who to send you to or where to send you. And when we found out the DOT switchboard was telling people they didn't do MFT road funds, we knew we had a problem, so we then called them and explained to her who she needed to talk to and how it went. We do that, we're going to continue to do that. We don't want to leave you totally high and dry, so please feel free to give me a call. With that, I'll sit down. I just want to present a certificate to you, to the committee, because you guys have done a wonderful job. You're progressing, you're still doing stuff. Just looking at the agenda, we're still talking about parks, open space, trails, bike paths, and I always forget how to properly phrase them, because if you call them one thing, it means one thing. If you call them something else.
Safety path.
Yes. It's that thing you walk on.
Sometimes that's
Or, yes, but you are doing great things. You're progressing, and knowing that from looking here, we've got a 50th anniversary coming up. Wow. It's good to know that this town, this village has survived that long with all the stuff, and it's continuing to grow and continuing to do good stuff. That's the key. As long as you've got people willing to volunteer to be on boards, be on the village board, you will get that stuff. You just have to make sure that they can see accomplishment, and I'm seeing that. So with that, I'll sit down and want to give this to the mayor and say thank you very much for allowing me to help you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. It's a very boring position that at least I anticipate